Let me know how the sound is. If you are better now, then the microphone is not working. Now the microphone is in a solid mode. I think now the microphone should be okay. Fiona, how's the sound now? And early bird will check the sound. So the idea now is we will turn the truck around. I will back up here, and then we will put the frame, slide it out. It will drop. Now the frame can maybe slide out via the carpet. What I was doing, thinking, yes, yeah, we will leave it on the ground there. We will lift the frame up on this. So it's right. Here, and then we pull it right. So we will slide through it over it. I get to sit in the table. to twist. It's on it already, right? It's on it, right? Hopefully it will slide a little bit better. Yeah. Again.
Okay. That's very, very, very small. You can pull, you cannot pull it because it's stuck there. So we need to cut it. If you pull, you only can pull here.
So we will fix that now, guys. Yeah, that's exactly my plan, but I don't have a non-structurable rope. No, actually there is but it feels also somewhere behind. Yeah, that will be it. I will remove that one also. Maybe it's not the blocking one, but at least it will make it like this. That's pretty soft. All are free now. One, two, three. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Let's go a little bit. Sideways, sorry.
You wouldn't say that. Just
Lift this one. Lift it. Keep it lifted. Yeah, let it down. Please don't use the 4 fingers nearby, okay now. Lift it again. Wait. Yeah. No, lift. Okay, let it be. Ideas. YouTube will have a better picture, guys.
They say connect with the tree and then you will just drive away.
Okay, we pull it again. But keep your fingers up all time, okay? 1, 2, 3. Keep the fingers up all time, please.
I
Okay?
didn't do anything.
You went here.
No, I put here.
Keep them on here only, please. Remove our feet. Go to the center side because it will slide now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm scared.
Go. Okay. Step away, far away.
Need help? Do you need help?
No.
Huh?
No.
Okay. Okay, son. What are you doing?
No, only split it here. And up, you pull it up. Stand here. Oh, wait. Yeah, still working.
Now you drive car.
Yeah. It's connecting on the ground. And connecting on the there.
Hmm?
eating in the ground again what we made last. Yeah, these things. That's why you stand in my mirror. Then you, that's why you stand in my mirror. If you can't see me, I can't see you.
Why? Because look at
But what's
the
happened?
here.
Oh, this one is fine. Okay, that's okay. Be careful. We're almost there now. So when we weld full length of these, it was like easily. You push this underneath here, okay? You push this underneath here. Do it like this, baby. I won't manage to catch. This side also. Sliding. It's on the ground, guys. Awesome. Beautiful. idea about that. So this is not damaged. This is not damaged. Let's slide it this way, maybe. Eventful. I said it was full of events, but it's there. It's more or less in one piece. Let's see, guys. You scooted to pull it up. Thank you, guys. We are safe. So this went actually quite good, despite some of you in the chat think. So the main thing is this here is bent now because the welder only welded it here. Plus it was lower than the frame. This should be all the way to the again, and it should be higher than the frame. That goes for all the sides. All the sides should be higher than the frame. There's actually no reason why it should be this low in the first place. And then what you saw is once we put on those small gliders, it went super smooth. So once you reduce the friction, of all the side frames on the truck, it actually went smooth. Now you guys are thinking, yeah, but how are you going to do that again and again and again? Well, actually, it's not. Jeroen was not that far off from how we're going to do it. We will make hooks to tie it to a tree. That's not even a joke. And we have a winch. So once we have these sliders on there, and it is connected, and maybe we don't even need to connect it to a tree then. We will have the sliders on Teflon. And then with the winch, we will just gently slide it out. Now it was a little bit wind power and see where we get. So once you should know that the bottom will have a floor, right? The bottom will have a floor. And once. No, this one I mounted wrong.
Wrong, right?
Yeah, this needed to
Ow.
put on the other one.
No, the top one is... No, the top one, maybe the top one. The top one. Look at this.
Well, I'll do it in a moment. This one is bent. This is the last one that he welded.
Yeah, you must say.
No, this is the last one. That is because this is now bigger. He didn't weld it. So we need to cut the metal there. Please, if you see things pressing and hanging half, don't try to put your fingers in. Because when that bolt breaks and your fingers missing one finger. So we need to make a ball here in this one. It shouldn't even be touching it. It should be like this. Where you can hear the gap between the two. No, because I will raise the roof now. And then lock it together. So yeah, it will be a lot heavier, but guys, this was the only time we put it in our hands. Because what we will do is we will put this on the 3 points on the sides and in the middle. We will make this at the bottom, on this area also. And there it fits the car on this here, right? We will align this. The car itself we will put Teflon skids this one, babe. Like long. Put this one. Wait. How it slides when it is off the ground, guys. So now the metal is off the ground everywhere. Yeah, I like the optimism. That is for YouTube. The process. Now, guys, now all these side panels, are broken. Truck. You can see where they rest on top. Yeah, so it was needed, and then it would have gone off the lift actually quite easily if these things were not blocking. These things were blocking on the lift, so we have to modify that so it won't block. Next, we will make 3 for this size skis, basically, and they will align the 3 Teflon rows on the truck, so it will then slide very fast to the back when we push it. We can use a jack to push it outside. Yeah, we're making little skis, and then we can make a little jack like a lift, car jack to push it that side, just enough. Once it is tilted, we will have the winch connected over there, and then it will, based on the winch, it will pull off. And once we have made the slides, it should have no problem. Now sliding off, it might be funny to hear, but we were not actually putting a lot of weight in it, we were just pulling weight, and once we had these gliders, it actually went smooth. Except on this level, it did not went smooth, because again, all these obstacles were blocking on the slide. So we will, when we pull it back up, pull it back up, I will send again here. With a little jack, we will give it a little height so we can put it on the corner of the balcony. And there's no worries about the balcony being strong enough for the two of us. And then I will take the winch. I will probably put the winch a little bit higher so the cable will there was already a couple of engines, electric engines here. Now the bolts were already needed because once the slide out is open, it has the tendency to do this. Even though there will be a lot more weight pulling, especially on that side. But we would rather not fight. Now we will raise the roof again. So I think this went definitely not worked in the middle with the quality of how it was, but we are both not harmed. We didn't fight. That's good. That's good news. And what? Oh, that is great. Empty down there. That's awesome. No more fights, guys, because he won't fight anymore. Good, good, perfect.
Then I will leave you alone.
Good.
I will not say anything.
okay, that's okay. Once it is up, we will remove this one. It will be okay. Be careful, just don't stand here. still motioning, and now you can see I have no compromise or modifications when it comes to safety. They're now secured. It's now impossible for it to slide off unless there's a critical failure in the suspension or in the so now it's resting on all 4 pins. We have 1 bent screw. Samsung. It's 200,000 to replace. Okay. This is actually perfect. Yeah, it is okay. You don't you wouldn't do that if you're hungry. good, guys. I mean, for better indication of the height, this is the height. So inside you can still touch it, right? It will be 2 centimeters more up. But inside I can still touch it. So yeah, what do we have inside today? This will be removed and we should go there. So this here will be going over here, and here there will be the fridge. So we'll make one of the slider areas. We will make one sliding area here. Yeah, so this is there will be the fridge. Actually, the fridge will be as much on this side as well as possible. Then we will have a small area for, you know, little bits and pieces, but maybe 5 or 10 centimeter next to the fridge. This will have a new divider, so we will have a little bit more space for our legs here, because this is the center now. And on one side we will have a table and a chair, and the other side we have a chair, and in the middle the table. This is exactly the same size in width, in length, as we have inside. For 2 tables, 2 chairs and 2 tables. So now we get a little bit more. The AC, so we have been able to order an AC, Shopee Pay Later. Just on installments of afbetalen in Dutch. We have gone for a full AC, so either I will put the AC here, or I will put the AC here and put a solar. That's the decided. Because now this can hold two solars, then the roof can hold 3.5 solars. One AC probably on this side, here the AC, solar there, and there. There she is again with the laundry. And then we have to check everything like this. You know, clearly this just the guy, because he had to do a little bit extra that he didn't want to, because it was a fixed price. He only welded this one here, and because this was too long. It was fine when it was on the truck, and the gap was here. This gap is not good, so this had to be done anyway. Then I have seen, like, on the inside here, this one has one weld on this side, but for the rest there's no other welds. So the good guy also didn't do it properly. Then we will have to weld everything in the inside, because the outside we will grind. So all the welds have to be properly done on the inside. Here, so we can, and here, so we can make the outside smooth. But here on the outside is where the ACB will come on. So yeah, we got quite a unit, you know. If you look at from this side. I hope the wind will not take you guys down again. You know, we have quite a unit. Here will be kitchen area. This will be the sleeping area. We will have a slide out bed from wood with 3 legs and a beam. So this will be sleeping. Means once we are sleeping, you could even sit down here, right, on your on the extension. If you want to work, one wants to sleep, one wants to work, fine. The only thing is, here also will be the shower. This will be the shower, so this will be door. This will be door, and here we will have to have a shower curtain in a corner, in a U shape. I mean. So there will be shower curtain. One of the things I am considering doing is making the floor this height, because that will still give me enough space for walking, instead of going it lower, because then we don't have to do here. Probably for sure the shower will be on this height, because underneath I need to do piping and stuff like this. So the shower will be on this height for sure, and that's okay. Then this will be a walkable area where we will have the fridge here, gas cylinder, water, batteries. Batteries will come here, electric will come here. Yeah. Windows. Somebody asked about the windows. So what we will do, there will be windows here. Most of the entire front will be window, except the area where we're sitting. Everything above will be window. Maybe the entire slide out on the top will be windows. In the kitchen, we will have windows. This one doesn't do anything good, so it will be moved. Here we have a window. In the bed, so to the back, we will. This will be a door. And this will be a door. They work independently from each other, so one door will have an opening, one door have an opening, and then we can go to the balcony. There will be a window here, there will be a window there, and there will be a window here, small one, safety, so we can actually look outside. And if you want to shower, where it's smaller than me, you can just open the top window also. Here too. I'm not a boatman guy, so whoever sees me and laughs like, what the heck is he doing in terms of making a... I'm not. No idea what I'm doing. So far, it did not fall down. This is only for the unlikely scenario that the bolts break. And the bolts will not break, but it could be that somebody accidentally jumps against the frame and the bolts slide out. That potentially could. that this protects it. Up, everything is on YouTube. It's a very big construction, yeah. We will make, so for the late tuners, this is 7%. We will take that metal, put it in the 3 lanes, so a full length, so that actually lifts the entire frame. Then in the car itself we will have a Teflon strip over the entire length, or at least chunks of Teflon on a couple of places. Then we will be able to slide it off, and we have a winch. Which I will put inside. I'm not going to be needed for a while. Here we have the winch. The winch is to pull it back in, because there's no way to be able to pull it back in. Slide out was gravity and left. Slide in will not be possible. But the balcony did not break. Is up 7%. The balcony did not break, which means the balcony will also be strong enough for us, because it has been quickly. So yeah, this is not a bad result, guys. It slides now a little bit struggle, but this one I will so that you will pay here. Bodywork. Especially this one. We have this material from the door. Here. So maybe cut a little bit of material and weld it here. Close the gaps a little. So close the gaps a little. So you have less room for. They're not so. With the plate and the side. Show the smile to the rest of the world also. Yeah. Was I right?
Huh?
Was I right a little bit?
What?
No.
Huh?
Was I? You to go?
Where? Directly. It's actually maybe 300, no, maybe less. I think less. Maybe it will 300 euro. And then the entire deck. It will never be seen. Yeah, no, why should it? Yeah, permission. It's pure. This is a U-beam.
Here there's a U-beam, and there's no U-beam anymore. There's like rust falling out, like anything. And maybe just what I was just thinking. Oh, the connection. Okay. What I was, this must be better, guys. What I was thinking, if I put on the other end cylinders, rolls, that if I can lift this side, if I can lift this side up a little bit, put a roller and then they didn't, but already is on that side mostly, but on this side also. We'll make this kind of things, but then it will be nice throughout the chassis, and I will them to the chassis. So we will here. We will drill a hole here, bolt them to the chassis, so it can also not jump while driving. And now we have these welder. We made the welder so hot that we were able to put the bolt in. But this will be replaced with a proper thing that just fits rather than not fit. And it's probably going to be all the way to the top and then fitted. No, maybe a centimeter in. Let's see. But we will get the same when it is all the way down. We will also make security bolts. Open. We needed the bolts because when this is open and hanging inside the car, outside the, you know, when it's open and hanging here, and we are sitting there, and we eat an extra burger. Reducing. Plate on this, it's not going to move anymore. So a lot of in place are going to be replaced. Like this one is not needed, so obviously happy. This one is probably also not needed. Happy there will be a big window. This will be a big window here in the front. Maybe here already. I don't know yet how high. Like this serve no purpose, can be removed. So we're going to make the frame lighter as well. Yeah, so there will be a window here, there will be a window there in the side, and in the kitchen will be windows. Once the AC is able to run on solar, I will braking and there's only acrylic only has a tendency of stress. But we've not that's not a second. First we are going to check different things. No, everything window, that would be a giant. That would be a giant greenhouse. So we can't do that. That would be crazy. Then we will be cooked. Yeah, that would be nice, actually. But the thing is, with that part, we have a movable roof. We take away too much support. Call me an optimist, but I really like how this went out, how smooth this went out. Sure. This is not okay, but it was not okay already because there was too big a gap in there. We didn't want to fix it anymore. But we now know that we need to increase that. The floor will be closed. Yeah, so the floor will be closed. That means that it will be smoother. Then we will put the sliders. And we will have to wheel it in. We will do the. Don't know. To be honest, we will start painting the car because it needs to go to the checkup. I want to put the panels and everything on this frame while standing around. You can lower the roof. You can see. It works so much easier when everything is on the ground. The is for the scooter, so there will not be panels anyway. Having the panels does make sense because sorry guys, I just realized I said earlier I want the floor on the height of this height, but that's not possible. So the floor has to come below here. Okay, so we then make a U shape to close that gap of the to protect that gap. So anyway, that is something. Long story. After the 2 weeks to have this in the truck have a checkup and have boarding. Have a AC runs on 220 volt directly. So basically, we'll have to one inverter I need to buy. So the next investment that I really need to do is 250 euro. That will be a 250 euro, and that will be for battery and 220 volt. So then we a 20 battery, 24 volt battery. AC on the landline power. So hopefully in the next coming month we will be able to buy that. And after we have bought that, we will be able to do much more. Lexicon on YouTube, the current live session. If you watch that, I think the first hour or so, we managed to drag it down. It didn't go. It wasn't like a wow, that went smooth thing kind of thing, but it went, and it went actually quite okay. Well, it's pretty good, guys. Pretty nice. Now, earlier it was smoking. But now it's pretty good. I will put you guys in the tripod for a moment, and then I will place the car on a nice method, on a better location. Yeah, I am going to barbecue. I want to do the meat on the barbecue. I'm gonna place the car, guys. In the electricity cable extension cord. Then I'm going to sit 15 minutes to decide if I really want to have a barbecue or not. What was it? What? Yeah, what was it? In? Oh yeah, the door, the glass door, yes. Indeed. So Lexicon on YouTube and everybody else, Danang Daily. You can find the wonderful movement of bringing this down. So So guys, that was a success. I will feel this in my back tomorrow morning for sure, because I will, you know, a couple of times I heard my back pop back in place. So that's not really how it's supposed to be, but there you go. I think it went smooth. We just need rollers at the back, like a container. We need sliders so it won't bang into everything on the truck. And that's it. And that's absolutely it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now we can start tomorrow on the grinding. Wait a minute guys, I do need to check something. Sulamitten, when do I plan to finish? The soft goal is to have something in 2 to 3 weeks closed back on the truck with AC, power, some solar panels, a bed. That's a soft goal, 2 to 3 weeks. Pretty much hard goal is to be leaving here September 10 or 9 or something like that, after we have tested, we should have tested, and drive to Laos or Cambodia and spend a month in that country. That means we need to have a water tank. That means we need to have desk, work table, workstation. A kitchen, more or less. If you look at how fast we were going with the right builders, the timeline is not the issue now. It's now money based. if you can have two people doing the truck grinding, one person doing the frame grinding, painting the frame, putting the boards on. It's more money issue now. Yeah. But so if we would have like two people grinding and painting, then by Thursday evening the entire frame would be in paint. Of course, it needs to be rust. That's too. I need to do welding and adjusting also. So somewhere Tuesday next week, everything can be completely painted and boarded on, and then we can go to check the car, and then go back. The budget including the car until it's finished. The car was too much. 2,700 for the car, US. And then we had an engine failure. Hotels because of that, 3 weeks. A $300 tow truck. New parts. Another 10 days wait for the license plates. So that was 1,800 US on top of that. What we spent so far is like 500 or 600 on the metal and the labor. And if I would have, if we need to remake it now, 3 days welding tops, maybe 4-day welding tops. We had, yeah, it needs ground base first. We had, it will only get ground base, it will only get ground base. It will only get anti-rust paint and that's it, brown. And that's it. Because none of the metal you see now is going to be visible in the future. None of it. It only needs to be protected against condense, because the plates will be siliconed on top. Everything will be siliconed full. So you will only have moist slipping through here and there, because the moist goes everywhere. So it only has to have minimum protection against moist, nothing else. So if we can get, if I would rebuild this, maybe a week. I even considered yesterday of rebuilding it, because you can literally set the frame next to it and weld it. I can take the measurements now, which I will do also. I can take the measurements and then we get everything to the millimeter correct. Now there's here and there's a centimeter where it shouldn't be, or maybe I would have half a centimeter extra on another place where it isn't. So yeah, we would, rebuilding this would not be a hard task. I'm not doing that, but I am going to optimize the frame. So where it's not needed to have metal now, I will remove that metal and either put something lighter in place or put nothing in place. Well, Sulamitan, there are some things that can be made more perfect and which will improve the usability. But at the same time, nothing you see will be visible in the future. The entire frame will be covered up, and we'll get it working from there. But a new one, I'm almost positive that once we are on the road, that people will ask where we get it and all, and then I will provide. I can make this. The size here is 320 by 160 by 150, and every truck that has this capacity, and this is 320 by 160, You have it in this size and in smaller trucks and in bigger trucks. So they all can carry the same size. So I'm pretty sure that we will be able to sell the cabin, the idea of the cabin, and then why not build it, right? But this went pretty smooth. I mean, it's strange maybe because we started 6 weeks ago before I went to the Netherlands. No. End of May I was in the Netherlands. So end of May I was in the Netherlands. So 8 weeks ago we started this. But in the last 10 days we made all the progress. And so many days, hey Peony, so many days spent just in thinking how to do it. We lost a couple of days due to the rain. I'm not Sulamitten, I'm not planning as such, definitely not mass. But if this journey goes anything like the journey I did in India, where everybody had interest in the car, then yes, I think we will have more people asking for this. There is a production company in Hanoi that makes pickup trucks, campervans, so you can put them on top of a pickup truck. They could easily copy this idea, of course. But I'm pretty sure that, that I'll probably sell one or two along the way. The frame is not back up, it's on the ground, Fiona, so you can look at YouTube how that went. And I guess if we will be able to sell 2 of them or 3 maybe, we will have most of the build cost returned. No, it's not back up. It's not going to back up now. It's we need to paint it, the truck, the frame, do a lot of welding on the frame. We need to buy insulation for the walls, or at least the bottom, the floor. Things like that. The flooring of the frame will have a thin metal at the bottom, and it will have thin metal at the bottom, then the frame, then insulation 3 cm between that thin metal and the frame and between the frames, and then 2 cm or 1 cm plywood, probably 2 cm plywood. Oh, the truck bed. That we will do. We'll leave it. We'll just paint it where needed, or maybe I will quickly weld some things in place to cover up the biggest holes. And that will have to be painted, and that's it. Yeah, definitely. It needs a little bit more modification, and it is very top heavy because it goes up quite a bit, right? But yeah, I mean, for a boat float, you would not make the roof move. Well, I don't know if you have seen the Sulamitten, but the roof actually moves 70 centimeters up, which is essential, which is make this build so unique and so complex. If it wouldn't have to go up, the build would be significantly less complex and less unique. And that's why, I mean, even though when we were standing here inside yesterday, when it was going up and down, you really saw one guy even got into an accident almost on the other side because he was on his bike, and then he almost hit the side of the road. So I'm sure that whenever we park somewhere and the roof goes up, we will have a lot of people watching. Especially because this is one of the first legal trucks in Vietnam as a campervan. No, I don't have engineer experience. I have a lot of experience in real world. I have worked with car racing. From that point, I know a lot about engines. and welding and stuff like that, but it's been a long time, so I couldn't do it anymore. That's why we hired somebody. Thank God. And I have a lot of common sense knowledge. And if I know somebody did it somewhere before, I know we can reproduce it. But then it's working with welders and specialists that have never done it before, they've never seen it before. So having to work with welders who, by hearing the word mobihome, they call it mobihome here, mobihome. By hearing the word mobihome, they think about a box like this, and then they hear a slide out of a wall plus a slide up. Most likely they have never seen it. I mean, TikTok is full with it, but if you never search for it, TikTok will not show it to you. So things like this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, it's just the worst what can happen is that it didn't work. I mean, the first time when we put it up, it also didn't work. First time when it went down, it didn't work. First time the slide out didn't work. I mean, so many times, and then you break it down and you go start again. And next level of complexity will be installing the windows. And after that, the water systems. So first we're going to make it all closed, free. First we're going to make it fully closed. The windows itself are surprisingly like €50 each or something. Well, it adds up, right? You need multiple. But those are not super expensive. Yeah. But the cilinders, I agree, and I made the outside frame I made in drawing mostly to see how much metal I would need. But then a lot of it was guessing from my side. I know ACP is 3mm. I knew I need 2 inside, and then the distance, and then slowly you come to a point where you have no idea how it works. I had no idea how the slide out would be built, what the technique would be. So that took some time, and you cannot draw what you don't know. I had no idea how the forces worked. I even had no idea that, I mean, up until the slide out was fixed and I stood on it, I understood that it was enough, that 6 by 3 centimeters metal beam is more than enough to hold 100 kg straight. Up until that moment I had no idea. And that's why the next frame, now I can draw it in a millimeter. That's why the next build will be with a drawing. The next build will go so much smoother, because you can literally give you can give a builder and say he doesn't have to understand how things work. He just needs to put the right piece of metal on the right place in the exact millimeter, and then it comes out. Then it goes out fine, you know. So that was, and then there were lots of times where I have my idea which I think might work because I see the bigger picture, and then the welder has another idea that fixes that problem but not fits in the bigger picture. We have lost 2 welders, I think, because I was stubborn and I said it has to be like this. And then I think, no, we will do it like this. And then even the last one, he made the slide, make sure that there's no horizontal, there's no vertical movement. No, sorry, no horizontal movement in the roof. And he the last belt he did also wrong. You know, I constantly have to micromanage it because I don't see the entire picture. Because I have no idea what they're making. Thank you for the perfume, the brewing. I mean, and if we have drawings, yeah, then you will give a welder a drawing, and it will be exactly how you specify it. So a second one, much easier. And there's so many regulations. Like maximum height 150, maximum width 160. So there's so many regulations in which this frame should fit. No, well, they have the rules, but nobody cares about. And nobody cared about it, you know. It's I literally cut a hole in my roof. I literally removed my roof from the car, and I put a galvanized steel also side on it, which way too heavy. I had a big box on top, big metal box on top of my car, welded to my car. I got stopped once by the police, but then they saw me and then another. The approximate weight of the box at this moment, I think it is close to 300 kg. But I'm not sure. Once, well, now it's on the ground, and I will remove some steel first, and then I will literally take measurement of every steel beam in the length that I see, and I will calculate it more precisely. But I know that one beam of 6 meters is 7 kg. So it's about I can just take every straight beam and calculate how many centimeters we use, and then I know how heavy it is. But there's a lot of steel that will go out there. There's a lot of steel that I think that I don't need. Even because we're gonna have a 2 centimeter thick plyboard, so even at the bottom, I will reduce the number of steel beams that we have, or just cut parts out, because the plyboard itself will be strong enough to hold us. The walls, I now have a lot of side connection points, but we will have ACP, hard foam insulation, and then again ACP, so that together will create the strength it needs, so I don't need to have all these extra submetals in between. Totally, the total box, I can tell you exactly how much it will weigh. 1150 kg, because that's the max that we are allowed to weigh. That's for the cargo. The car itself has a weight, and in total weight we have 3,140 or something, or 3,240 something. I don't know. It's printed on the side of the door. That means that I removed very heavy doors. The side doors from the car are removed, and instead of a thick metal plate, I will put thin ACP in between to mimic the same. Yeah, same. Category B. Here it's category B1 because it's private, and B2 because it's commercial. So the door is probably the weight gain that I have on the doors is probably already 50 kg, if not more. After checkup, I will reduce the weight on these on the current doors also. What does it need to hold together, Max? It doesn't need to hold together anything. It just needs to hold my weight on a square square box between two beams. The plyboard is just the floor. It's not gonna be structural in any way. It's just gonna be the floor to walk on. And that's gonna be 70 cm wide, 2 cm thick, and a couple of meters long. Walls ACP, aluminium composite panel. So there will be a 3 mm plate on the outside, then 3 cm insulation, and then a 3 mm plate on the inside. That's going to be the walls, and that basically locks the insulation, and then the insulation with the ACP will give the strength. ACP itself is pretty flexible, but when you have it flexible against hard foam against another ACP, now it becomes pretty strong. So that will give the walls structure. Of ACP, I don't know. Very light. It's when there are bolts in the corners, it will crack. What will crack? No, it will only crack, Manx, if the Manx, nothing I add on the frame is part of the structural strength. The frame itself is having the structural strength. Plyboard just on the floor, yeah.
Hey, Dan.
This is the plyboard, guys. So we are having aluminium or plyboard. This is the color of the plyboard. Oh, the aluminium composite. And here you can see it's basically a thin layer of aluminium, plastic, and another layer of aluminium. It's very bendable. It breaks easy. Right, so this holds no strength. So what you have is you have this, then 3 cm foam, hard foam, and then another plate of this, and together that will create the strength. But it doesn't need to hold anything. No. I will. The ACP will not hold anything, even without the straight pipes. So I will show you what the intricate the hold will be, and where the strength is coming from. This we don't need. Well, I need this one because it is part of keeping the horizontal. But this one and this one is not doing anything. Now these I will keep because I don't want to span off the ACP to be so big. Yeah, like this one I keep also. But look, this is now pretty flexible. But once it is glued here with bolts, now, so where it is bolted here like this, I cannot press it. Here's bolted, and then you cannot press it. It's only here, and only because this is not bolted, that you have flexibility. Here's a bolt, there's a bolt, here is not bolted, so that's where the flexibility comes from. Once you have glued this with silicone kit, and you have bolted on a lot more bolts than this, plus you have 3 centimeter ACP foam inside, hard foam, plus another layer of ACP on this side, it will not go anywhere. Of course, if you smack your fist against it, yeah, there will be a hole, 100%. But then this lovely material will let it, it's super easy to repair also. This is only for weatherproof, yeah, only for weatherproof. So here's the back side of plastic, and the inside is hard plastic. No, but it makes the ACP is not for the structural strength. The structural strength will only come from brackets like this and the frame itself. So if you look at here, nothing will go. But for example, this lower point here, these lower, this one, that one in the back, all the way in the back, like this, that one in the front, and horizontal, and that one. It is actually, it is the bottom of a closet box or cabinet. It will be the bottom of the cabinet. The top is where we sleep. But the bottom, it doesn't have to carry any strength. This one vertically will be remaining, but anything on the subframe, that can also be half of the thickness. This is 3 by 3, but it can also be 2 by 1 because it doesn't have to hold anything. So replacing this, and it can be a lot less also, by 2 by 1 instead of the side. How many sides? Especially for the because of this, this is going nowhere. This frame is going nowhere. Yeah, it definitely will hold together, for sure. These things, this is what the strength is. There's no, also understand, there is no weight being carried by it. The only thing this roof is carrying is 100 kg solar panel and itself, and it's being lifted by 4 metal pins. Basically, that's the lifting capacity. And the bottom, I have here a lot of metal. For example, this here doesn't do anything in the structural strength. Zero. It doesn't do anything in the structural strength. This one here doesn't do anything to the structural strength. And then if you leg it here, this will be the hallway, the bottom one will be the hallway. If I put 2 centimeter plyboard from here to that one, this one can be removed. That plyboard is not going anywhere on such a short space. So don't worry about the strength. That's going to be okay. No, the roof is nothing going to be added. Only the solar panels will be on top of the roof. And the AC. That's it. AC is 12 kg, less weight than the solar panels. More and more I'm thinking that I will put the solar panel on the main frame. Sorry, the roof. The AC on the main roof. Because the layout is then much better. Because the less it has to work to heat up, to cool down, the more. And a panel like this also. This one doesn't do anything. Stronger here, and I will have less weight. Yeah, there's a lot of bad welding done, especially here. We only do it this one. This one is not welded. Here it is not welded, and there it is not welded. So on this side he did all 3 already. This side is actually all 4. So that's why the frame is here. We're going to first of all check which metal we need and which metal we do not need. Very simple things, for example. This one doesn't do anything. So I can cut it here and remove this. Every centimeter of steel we do not need, it will be removed. Like here, this needs to be removed. Everything we don't need, it will be removed. Just to save weight. The Licio, yes and no. Initially it was stuck on this part, and it was stuck on. But once we put it on these sliders, on these small rails, then it actually went pretty smooth, except it got stuck on the latest editions. Otherwise, it went pretty well, and the crazy thing is, we had the balcony door, the rear door, which is our balcony. That hasn't given in an inch. So the balcony door is actually quite strong. You can see on YouTube, Danang Daily, how it is working. I'm gonna get some ice. we didn't. Can we do that now actually? Maybe. Let me check first. Yeah, we can. Hey, what a great idea. What a great idea. Babes, come outside. We have a great idea. Sparkle came up with a brilliant question. 10 points for Sparkle today. We have to find a little bit more space, guys. Go between there. We are going to do a brilliant suggestion by Sparkle. Absolutely fabulous. Do we have any idea already what it will be? Maybe? Do we have any idea what it will be? Excuse me. Babes? Oh, we have one thing why it's not possible now. Because once we are on the road, we have to remove the mirrors. Maybe not even remove. Yeah, how do we? To be honest, any idea, baby, or?
Oh my God, look at you.
Yeah. Okay, that is not working now with the
No,
mirrors.
do it.
I'm not doing
Why
it.
are you doing it?
So this is the scooter. We can't put it in there now, guys, because we have calculated it without the mirrors. So without the mirrors, it would have fitted great. Oh yeah, Sparkle asked, does the scooter fit? Oh, great question.
That's it?
That's it. Not when everything was fixed. Not even when this was fixed. Yeah, so this is the scooter. We can't get it in now all the way, guys.
Hey, look at the handle.
No, baby, you have no, you cannot say that now anymore because you made so much drama just now in words about fitting. You will, it does because it will end here. You understand? So we remove the mirrors for a second?
Please.
No?
No. And then tomorrow we shaking. I don't like driving with shaking mirror.
No, I can see this is the one that you need to remove.
I know, but last time it's also came.
Really?
I do again. That's not strong, and it's shaking while driving.
So it has to. We have these. This is the bed, guys. So there's very less spare room here. So the bed, we will have minimum spare room. We will put wherever this the head of the truck will come, we will put rubber to protect it from banging up. So that's perfect. Here we have a lot of centimeter left. This will be replaced with this material anyway.
You call me because of this, huh?
So here will be this will be a little bit less in height. Where the seating is, we have even more space to go lower. So yeah, it fits. Now, when it works left, so now I'm down on my own. I'm taking it inside. Bring it outside. Babes.
Mosquito bite me.
Really?
Yeah.
They bite sweet people.
Oh my god.
Careful.
Cannot.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Okay. Now.
Yeah, I'm doing. Be careful, as well. Okay, perfect.
And
Move it your side. Now we put it up there. Sparkle, if you have another idea, please don't mention it for now. Fine, okay, got it. So Sparkle, next time when you have an idea, perfect idea. It fits. Wait, why are we restricted? For some reason we got a restriction. Shit, it's unbelievable. Almost another week ago and we have a restriction. One moment, there was nothing happening. Did somebody walk in the with a cigarette or something? You have a very small ramp. It will be a detonator when it falls on top. Thanks. There's a huge ramp. There's a huge ramp. The first half or first meter is small, and then it is the balcony. Manx, we are using. I love you, Manx. Oh. We have a winch. We are not pulling or rolling out. We literally the winch will roll. All we have to do is keep the scooter horizontal. Of course, the mirrors will be gone, so it will go straight in and out. We will have a 1000 kg winch rolling the scooter out and in. So the scooter will have a hook, and we will connect the winch on it, and then we will just roll out based on the and the only thing to do is keeping it horizontal and press a button and that's it, because it will not be we will not have to pull. We will not have to pull and push on the scooter, because we will roll it out, let it come to the ramp. The entire ramp will be like this, right? Like it was. It will be even less. It will be even longer than it was when we moved the frame today. The ramp that you saw, Manx, is only half the ramp. Let me check where I was connected. We go out again. We'll do a Manx special. We had a beetle in home at night, guys. I will see if I can make it fly away. This beetle, no, it pretends to play dead. It's not dead. It will fly, and as soon as it is airborne and you put on the light, it will fall out of the sky on its back and then make a low float. It doesn't move. So that's the way. will be the best. And then it will go all the way to the back. And this will be the cylinder. Here I might consider one more cylinder because these cylinders can also prevent food. But I need to wait how much space I need. So I might consider cylinder to open. But that's not sure. That is actually something I have to check. Except then you need something on the other side also. And that is one reason why that is not possible. The other reason, the ground behind you is not always the same level. Your wheels and your ground behind you will not always be the same level. If you are parked field over there, or there is a hole in the grass that you're sanding, then your ramp will not be, or your platform will not be horizontal. So to keep it always level with the rest of your car, we will put a somewhere on the frame around this level. We will put a bottom. And so considering that we only will use the platform when the frame is up, we will probably put a chain somewhere on this height, so it will have enough power to will have a long power from here to there. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, but extra winch is another 3 million. Because these winches are, and this was the most cheapest one. Another 3 million, about €100. And in reality, maybe later. Initially, no. So it's definitely a good idea that we can do. So already the winch for the scooter will also be used to carry in and out. Okay, if you didn't follow me yet, give me a follow. So the winch for the scooter will also be used to pull this in and out, or out and in, I don't know. That's quite simple. To show you guys it's not that much hot, not that much heat. And so let's pretend this side is the back side, right? Well, not only let's pretend, this one does come in first. So what I will do is at the bottom I will create an extra strength here. At the bottom we will create a hook. We lift it up a little bit and then put rollers underneath. Actually on the back side we put rollers. And here we will connect the hook. Then we will have the rig theoretical idea. And we will see if that is really going to happen as it is in my mind. I think so. So far, everything that is happened in your mind is now standing on the pavement. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people didn't think to do this. And now we are here in a way where it's actually fixed. Oh, hello. Hey, the cat. Yeah, I mean, it's at the moment it's working, right? At the moment it's we have a box where we have like the main thing for us, main thing for me is workspace, because I need to work in the car. I love being on a journey. I love going to different places. I love waking up on a new in a new field, river, lake, forest every day. Amazing. But I can't drive more than an hour, 2 hours a day, otherwise I lose too much time. Yeah, so I don't want to drive every day. And I need to be able to have a proper workstation, independent of the environment where I am. When I was living in my car, I couldn't really work in my car. It was really a little bit of an issue, space-wise. And it was okay on days that it didn't rain, because I had my A-wing, my canvas, my canopy, and I had my fans, the ventilator to blow at least some air in my face, so I could more or less work. But with this setup, I can literally work always, and that is what's going to, that is one of the most important things, that I can work. Where do you find camping spots to park the car? Interesting question. So there are no legal or illegal camping spots in Vietnam. Camping is not a thing. So camping is not a thing. Wait, I think I need to say something. Babes, I don't want to do the barbecue. Would you make the chicken and the bami in the pot? Okay. No barbecue today, guys. I'm sweating still. I'm tired. Camping spots. As time goes by, I will get better at it in Vietnam. You go to the nearest scenery, but like in India, sometimes you can see beautiful open grounds, beautiful grass fields near the water, super place. But you learn, when you then come there, it's half swamp, because it's green and it's too much close to the giver. That giveaway on Google Maps are farmer trails, where you first of all, after every river crossing, after every bridge, within 100, 200 meters, you will find a side road that is used by the locals to go down and drive along the river, maybe to their home or to fishing ground or anything like that. So Near bridges, there's always a dead giveaway on either side of the bridge, on all four sides of the bridge. There will be a road down leading to a place where you can park most of the time. Now, if it's rain season, don't go for it, because most of the time these are just mud paths. In India, in certain areas of India, I could easily find red rock. So you in the map of India, you will see a red rock on the Google Maps. Let me take it. Let me take Google Maps with it. For the people watching on YouTube, YouTube is getting darker and darker. Maybe it's nicer to see on TikTok. Flooding could be it, but you're not too worried about that, to be honest. I've never been too much worried about floods. Maybe stupid, but so let's see. Yeah. So this is a map. This is the map of India, and all these darker colors, you can until you come closer, and then you see that all these brown colors is farmland. Yeah, so that means that, for example, let me do a real world. Let's see where. Here there's like a city area. You have a road, then you have a side road, and then that side road is a dead end. Just has some trees at that end. There's no homes inside, so I would just park here. There's nobody coming, maybe a farmer. This is the road the locals use. You can see these, right? These are the locals use, and this road is a dead end. So I would park there, for example. Now, if you are going more remote, further away from city, so let's go to, this was the center. Andhra Pradesh, lots of mountain ranges and all. So you probably see an area like this. And then when you are, again, I do this all on a map before I go there, right? So when I'm driving, I will just open Google Maps. So I mean, then I'm in this area, and you see here a road. Here, this is a named road. This road has a name, so this is 100% properly drivable. Then here it's pretty straight, and still there are no houses here, right? So here is still a straight road. So I would be able to park here, because if you park here on this side, people that are coming from here can go this side, right? So or they can drive around. Or you would find an area like this, and in dry season, here you would be able to drive. This is clearly a maintained road, right? Because there's no trees. This is a maintained road. So now you will find a little rock area here. This is more a rock area, so you know you can park here, because the locals are driving here. So now you are parked there, right, with this view. Right? Now you are in the middle of nowhere. So normally what I do is, and I will do the same in Vietnam, you drive somewhere, and here we drive less. In India, sometimes I drove 4 hours to go to the next destination, because you have to be 2 or 3 villages apart. due to all kinds of local concerns about that. Two villages next to next. The Indian people in Indian villages are amazing. So kind, so caring. You can stay, you can take the water, you can do anything. But then if you go to the next village, and they know that you have been in the other village, that's not happening. That's not happening, because now you have been friends with your village, and that's never a good thing. So you always have to go a couple of villages further where they don't know you, or they have no beef with your other village. Here in Vietnam that will be less extreme. I don't think there's so much hatred between different villages. Let's say I would drive in this area, in the Nang area. I would open Google Maps, I will find this neighborhood for sure. And in this neighborhood, you guys who know it, like Google Maps. In outside the world, there are like there is an app. I forgot the name. Where you can share. I don't know. There was an app where you can upload your own parkings. I did it in India, but many times it was not a good success. If you use if you open there are a few apps where you spot for the night, park for the night, or there are multiple apps that provide good parking spots. But then you will always find other people, because it doesn't matter how big the country is. Like, look at all the influencers in Da Nang. Everybody is now going to Da Nang. While 6 hours south, there's a place like Khoi Non or something, that looks way more promising than Da Nang, and we go there soon. It looks way more promising than Da Nang, or actually it looks almost the same as Da Nang, but 10 years back or 5 years back. So, if you go to these places on these apps, you will always find other people. I like to just drive, and whenever my mood says I'm tired, or I need to work, or it's late, or whatever, I will open Google Maps, I will scan the area, and always in the direction that I want to go. I will never go back, always in the direction that I want to go. And then I could find an area like this where we are living, with all these fields, you guys have seen it, with all these unbuilt plots. And I would easily park in this street, or opposite the street where there's no houses, right? I would easily park there for the night, no problem, no problem. I rather park next to the beach. Like, if you go more towards Lady Buddha, there's a parking. I would easily park there. Beautiful. Morning time, it's going to be super busy, and then of course everybody is going to be curious and standing around you, so you don't have any privacy. In Vietnam, you have to be careful not to park. Like on the way to Bana Hills, there are a few very nice areas where you could park, but that is next to a military base. A bad idea. So we'll probably will not do that. We could try, but the chance of you being sent away is 100% almost, right? So you have to be careful for that. When we were in An Khe, and maybe you guys remember that, with that lake, I also made a story or a post about it, that lake. There was a small part where we could drive down. It would have been brilliant to park there. So, well, because we never know where we are going, or we only know when I'm on the road, I never know where I'm going. I never know where I will sleep, but I know where I wake up. And then sometimes if the place is beautiful, you stay 3-4 nights. If you have enough water, water is mostly the main issue. If you have enough water, you stay 2-3 nights. If you don't have water, then then you have to move on to the next destination. That's how it goes. Interesting question. And sometimes And sometimes you park somewhere. There's a few times where I park somewhere and then the police comes. And 3 times they have sent me away. So you don't, as soon, even if locals come and say we don't want you here, even though you could be right, and even though you might be allowed to stay there, I would never stay there. Because if the local says no, that is a clear issue. Villages will bring food for sure. Oh yeah, I mean, I also one time I found a dead-end road. I thought I was far away from civilization, except because I drove really deep into the forest. But apparently I was on the edge of a village. And the whole day, I was laying in my hammock. The whole day people were standing there, like I was living in a zoo. They were intrigued by the car, and that will be here the situation also. So, and then they will bring food, they share water. If you park on farmland, the farmer has coconut, you get coconuts. If they have banana, you get banana. Here in Vietnam you will probably get coffee or rice, lychee or mango maybe, things like that. Probably I've never used Google Earth for this because Google Maps is good enough. It's very unlikely that if you go to an area where you think, hey, I could park there, and you go to that spot and you can't park there, it's very unlikely that within the next half kilometer, 500 meter or something, in a radius of 500 meter, you will not find a better camping spot. These camping spots are always clustered because it's a type of the terrain. There's never going to be a swamp with only one place where you can stay safe, right? Because then the road would not be there, because locals use the road. So it's very important to check what locals are using. And sometimes when you enter a village, you can just stop, ask a local and say, hey, where's a beautiful spot where I could stay for the night? And most of the time they will help you. The only disadvantage when they help you is the entire town will know that you're standing there. So you will have visitors. And sometimes, yeah, when I have to work, I have to work. I cannot chit chat with a lot of people, but they then find it rude. You know, and purely the fact that we will have a proper workstation now with AC, nice view, that will give opportunity to be happy on the road. Norley, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, I will definitely try that for sure. Yeah, why not? That's I definitely will give that a shot. And but we have there's so much opportunity to camp, and like I said, we don't need to be in a certain place on a certain time on a certain day. Like in Laos, it's going to be completely different because I know the roads in Laos kind of suck. So let me open Laos. I've not pre-looked at Laos yet. And another thing is, I just happened to see one on the map. Hotels. If you're in an area that's a little bit sketchy, Go to you can go to one petrol station. Some are open 24/7. Not in Vietnam, by the way. They close. But some are open 24/7, and you can always ask if you can stay on the train or hotel or hostel or homestay, farmland, guest house. You can always. They will most of the time they will allow it. Most of the time they will allow it. And maybe sometimes they will send you away. What can you do? They send you away, they send you away. Guys, I think YouTube is over. If you watch YouTube, then thank you so much. If you didn't, go follow. It's pitch, so you can't see anything on YouTube anymore. So I'm gonna end the live there. Thanks for watching on YouTube. We need one more follower on Da Nang Daily on YouTube. So if you don't follow us yet, Da Nang Daily on YouTube, then we have it's Da Nang Daily 3 words on YouTube. There you will also see the raise of the roof yesterday, and today the